What are the top 5 lead magnets working well in 2021? Stay tuned. Hi, my name is Connie J. Pack, and I am a digital marketing agency owner. I get to work with a variety of different high-profile clients, and because of that, I get to see what's working right now when it comes to funnels. So I put together a list of the top 5 best performing lead magnets in 2021. So for those of you who don't know what a lead magnet is basically something that you give away for free in exchange for an email. A very simple example that we are all familiar with is that if you go to Gap and you were to buy something at Gap, they ask you if you want to be a part of their rewards program. All you have to do is give an email address, and then you can rack up points so that way you can get some discounts for future purchases. Another example is if you go to the grocery store. If you go to the grocery store, they'll say, do you want to be a part of our rewards program? If you give us an email address, we'll give you some discounts. So now those are for things that when you are purchasing from a retail perspective. If you are a coach, consultant, or speaker, and you only have digital products, well, your lead magnet can be something that you give away for free, usually value-filled, content-rich, in exchange for an email. And it's a way for them to get to know you, get to like you, and the hope is to get them to trust you so that they will then purchase some of your other courses and packages and services and whatnot. And so the lead magnet is really important to start that relationship with your customer. And back in the day, you might have been able to get away with like, here's a checklist, or here's this repurposed PDF file, or, here is a pictograph of some sort. Nowadays, you need a little bit more than that. It needs to be a little bit richer than some of these things that have worked in the past. People are reluctant to give away their email addresses because we are getting too many emails. A lot of these emails aren't even being opened at this point. So more and more, the last thing they want to do is to be put onto another email list that they don't want to be on. So let's dive in. So here are the top 5 lead magnets that I've seen work really well. Number 1 is a questionnaire or a survey or audit. If you think back to the days, I remember growing up with like teen magazines. I think there was like 17 and Teen Beat and things like that. There were little quizzes all the time because we love seeing how we rank, right? And more recently, I just saw a quiz on which Friends character you are most similar to and things like that. It's silly, but we like doing it. But imagine if you're actually giving away a questionnaire or a survey or an audit that is actually related to your business. Wouldn't you think that people would be more inclined to see how well their business compares to other businesses? So I've noticed that creates enough curiosity to cause someone to go and take action and opt in to take the questionnaire or the survey. And so if you have a business, like maybe you're in the health and wellness space and you can have a questionnaire or survey in regards to their fitness or their, health status, and you can ask some questions. It's probably the questions you would have asked if you were meeting with them face to face, but in this questionnaire form. And so there's a lot of different tools that I would recommend. You can use Typeform, which is a paid program. You can use a free version of it up until a couple of questionnaires, but then after that you would have to pay. And there's also Google Forms. You can go as simple as Google Forms, and that's free. And there's some softwares out there that include these forms and question forms as part of the funnel program. And so a couple of those are Go High Level, FG Funnels. And so those are a couple of options too. So this would be one that I highly recommend. Number 2 is templates. People don't want to read about how to create blank things. They just want someone to hand over a template, like the way if you were to go and create an employee handbook for your company, the last thing you want to do is create that from scratch. You want to go to an attorney or a company that will just hand you a template that you can then go edit to customize it for your company, right? Same thing, people want to do that for their business. So no matter what type of business you have or type of business you offer, there's got to be a way to templatize something and offer the template as a free download. And third, a case study. It's so interesting when you have a really catchy headline, how this person was able to land 10 new 5-figure clients in 30 days. See how? I mean, the curiosity alone will cause me to put an email address in just because I want to see how that was done. So case studies are super powerful. Number 4 is free training. A lot of times people start to think, well, I don't want to give away any of my content until someone pays for it. But you know what's interesting? If you share the content, the training at a very high level, it's amazing how much more trust they have for you and your business and will then pay you to learn more. So if you have some training that you would normally sell for $49.99 or $2,000, have a short version of it as a free training and highlight some of the key elements of that training. It's just enough to allow them to be interested in what you have to say, but not enough to be able to know how to do it step by step. So free training is super important. It really is allowing you to give value. So right away, they're going to think, wow, if they're going to give this much content and value away for free, I can't imagine what's in their paid program. And the last one is a toolkit or a starter kit. Very similar to templates, but maybe bundled together with all the elements that you need to get started for blank. So it's almost like business in a box. So whether it is team retreats in a box, and it has all the training manuals and the tools you would need and all of those things all in a box. So they are able to get something as one package or kit that is of huge value. So for example, I offer a funnel starter kit. And basically, before I build any funnel for any of my clients, it doesn't matter if it's the first funnel or the 100th funnel, I have a funnel starter kit that I go through step by step every single time. So I'm giving that away as my lead magnet. It's my freebie because it is something that I have. It doesn't cost me anything to be able to give it away. It is genuinely a tool that I use today. And it's of incredible value because I do that. And so my hope is that people are able to see that I'm going to share with you what's working and what I use in order for the people to feel like, wow, Connie likes to give a lot of value. So when you think about your lead magnet, don't just think about what is the least amount of work I can do to provide something in order for me to get an email. The days of the pictographs and, little charts and, PDF files that just say a lot of things that was just recycled from someone else, like the next business over. People are not interested in that anymore. What they're interested in is something of enormous value, and that creates a huge amount of trust up front. They don't feel like they wasted giving an email address for something that wasn't even worth it. That's the last thing you want to do, because as soon as they have that feeling, they're going to unsubscribe and you've just lost them as a contact. So that was the top 5 lead magnets that I see working in 2021. And if you're interested in my lead magnet I mentioned earlier, I'll drop the link below. I hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching.